Let me say a couple things why I think you need a labor matrix. And maybe you haven't heard that term before. Everybody seems to be aware of what a parts matrix is, but by a labor matrix, what I'm actually talking about is putting a little bit of a bump into those labor times. So for a moment, let's talk about labor guides. When you're looking at through a labor guide, say it takes 3 hours to complete that task, whatever that might be. Do you realize that when they set that time, the car was brand new? The technician that was establishing that labor time had all the specialty tools at his disposal. Now let's fast forward, as I said, 12 and a half years have rolled by and now that car comes in your shop. Do you think that things are going to come apart quite as easily as they did when the car was new? Lord knows I don't always have the exact specialty tools. We're making our tools and doing the best with what we have. So the vehicles in your bay have been exposed to road salt here in Ohio. They can become very, very rusty. It's easy for a 2-3 hour job to turn into something more complex, a 4 or 5 hour job. So again, you can see why we may need to use a labor matrix. So what it does is it automatically, my suggestion is add that 20% labor matrix to each job. So it calls for 2 hours. Let's charge the customer 2.4 hours. And it's justifiable by all of the things I just mentioned. The age of the vehicle, the rust and everything that's been built in as these cars are driven for hundreds of thousands of miles. And I think there's a customer value in there too. I used to dread to call the customer when I had to go back to them for more labor time. Mrs. Smith, that water pump is taking us a little bit longer. The bolts are more rusted than we thought they were, and I'm going to have to charge you another hour to do the job. I never talk time, another $150 to do the job. I mean, that's a tough phone call. But often by using that labor matrix, that bump, it avoids that. And I think the customers see the value in that.